put it there. It's a bit too near the stove, I suppose. How about over here? Yeah, some of these bookshelves over here. Put it there. No. It's better on the sideboard, isn't it?
I knew it.
Oh, hello, Sandra.
Well, you're right.
Yeah, I'm just thinking where we can put this telephone.
Well, put it in the parlour. That's where your office is, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, but it gets a bit cold in there at times, you know. No, I was thinking of having an extension in here.
Well, you're having two phones.
Oh, my heck. They've got a new system now, you know. You just have one phone and a plug in every room. It's like an electric fire, you see. Yeah, I could have one in the bedroom as well.
Could have one in the outside loft, too.
Don't be crude. Here, have a look at that.
What is it?
My business card. I'm thinking of having some done. Read it.
Filter tipped.
The other side, Sandra.
Oh. Dennis R. Tanner.
Yeah.
What's the R for?
Well, it gives it a bit of distinction, isn't it? It's nicer than just Dennis.
Tanner's Toys and Fancy Goods, Inc.
Incorporated.
11 Coronation Street.
What do you think?
I think you're daft.
Oh, don't encourage me, will you?
You don't need it. I like your Christmas tree.
Yeah, it's a sample.
It's molting.
Yeah, it's the heat. I'm up to my knees in pine needles every night.
It'll be bald by Christmas.
Yeah, I wonder whether I could stick any of it back on again.
Hey, does Tanner's Toys and Fancy Goods, Inc., does it run to Christmas decorations?
Yeah, why?
Well, I was thinking of putting some up in the shop.
You are a lady of great taste and discrimination. We have the largest selection of Christmas garlands in the country. Holly wreaths, silver balls, and tinsel balls as well. Now, which would you like to buy?
Who said out about buying? I was thinking you'd give me some for nout. Free samples.
Just like me mum, you are out for now. I asked her if she wanted a free box of Christmas crackers, and you know what she said?
No.
What's the catch?
Oh, aye.
What's the catch?
What was the catch?
Oh, not you as well. I only wanted to store them in the parlour.
Wouldn't she let you?
No.
Oh. How about the yard?
Well, I can't put them there. It's damp, you see. They've got to be in a dry place. The damp gets to the little strip that goes bang. It ruins them.
Hey, ask the Barlows. They should have lots of room. They don't use the salon anymore.
The Barlows. I'll shove them there.
Is your mum in?
Yeah, she's gone out to work. Why?
Oh. Well, she asked me to bring these nylons.
Well, you best leave them here then, hadn't you?
4 and 6 to pay.
Well, you'd better take them back then, hadn't you?
Hey, Dennis, wait for me.
Think it's going to stay fine?
Yeah, it ought to. Wind's blowing across wreck.
What's that got to do with it?
When you lived here as long as me, you'll know that when wind blows across wreck, it means it's going to be cold but fine. When it comes from back at dye works, then it's going to chuck it down.
Hope you're right.
Why, going out?
Yeah, Ken's got the afternoon off, so we thought we'd take Peter and Susie in the park.
Right, here you are then, Uncle. How's that?
Yeah, it's a bit big, isn't it?
Well, it's the only one we've got.
Well, I only said it was a bit big. I mean, I'm only going to have beaches for a couple of days, not a couple of weeks.
Do you want it or don't you?
Well, I've got no option, seeing as how mine's jiggered. Have you got a key?
Key?
Aye.
Oh, we had one months ago, but I haven't seen it for ages.
What do you want a key for?
Oh, I like to have my luggage locked when I'm travelling.
Travelling, but you're only going to the other side of town.
I know, but I like it locked all the same. I mean, you never know.
Well, look, we haven't got a key, so take it or leave it.
All right. I'll take it. Oh, I nearly forgot. I told David that you'd get his meals for him while I'm away.
You did what?
Oh, that's all right, Uncle. Of course we'll get his meals.
Right. Thank you very much. I'll be off then.
Yes.
Ta-da.
Ta-ta, love. Oh, Ken, you shouldn't talk to him like that.
Well, he gets on me wick, all this talk about his key and everything, you know. I mean, who wants to steal his things anyway?
It's not easy when you're old.
No, and it's not easy when you're young, neither. You've got enough to do, without looking after our David.
Oh, I don't mind.
Come in. You might as well, you usually do.
Good morning, all.
Morning. And what do you want to borrow?
Not to borrow, give. The festive season will soon be upon us. How would you like a nice, big, free box of Christmas crackers?
What's the catch?
Oh, you're as bad as me, ma'am. Look, I'll be honest with you, shall I? I just want somewhere dry where I can store my order of Christmas crackers.
Oh, sorry, Dennis.
Well, I haven't finished yet.
I know what you're going to say. The answer's still no. It's the twins, you see.
No, I don't.
Oh, I wouldn't feel safe with all that paper. One spark and the lot might go up.
Oh, yes. I hadn't thought of that.
Oh, thanks for the free crackers, though, Dennis. We'll look forward to them.
No, I meant, I better
Why
pop
don't you
round.
try the shop?
That's a good idea. That's a very good idea. Old Petty will have bags of storage space.
I don't know where I'm going to put it. I couldn't squeeze another beef cube in my stockroom.
I shouldn't have thought they'd be all that cold for them.
What's that, Mrs. Corwell?
Beef cubes.
Take no notice of her, she's puddled.
Oh, Ena, you do say some terrible things.
Well, you asked for it. And how long are we going to stand here? We don't come in to pass the time, you know.
What do you want, Mrs. Sharple?
I want now, but she does.
What is it, Mrs. Corwell?
Oh, yes, £half.
What for?
My Christmas club. It's only 40 shopping days, Ena.
Is that all? I shall never be able to manage it.
I will soon be on us. Eat, drink, and be merry.
And it's got naught to do with Jesus Christ.
Oh, Ena.
Well, it isn't, is it? You ask anybody that comes rolling out of the Rovers on Christmas Eve. They're most of them that drunk they've forgotten what they're celebrating if they ever knew.
And live and let live, Mrs. Sharple.
And I sometimes wonder why.
Oh, I beg to differ, Ena.
You what?
Oh, there's more people know about Christmas than you think.
Is there now?
Good morning, all.
Morning.
Morning.
Dennis,
Yeah?
what does Christmas mean to you?
Oh, about 10 quid extra commission and a few tips.
There you are. Are you satisfied? Come on.
What have I said now?
Oh, it's all right, lad. It's only Mrs. Sharple. She seems to think that enjoying yourself's a mortal sin. Now then, what can I do for you?
No, Mr. Petty. What can I do for you?
I'll buy it.
How would you like a nice, big, free box of Christmas crackers?
What's the catch?
Oh, what's wrong with the world today?
Now, don't you start.
No, Mr. Petty, I just want to borrow your stockroom until after Christmas.
You can have it after Christmas, but not before. At the moment it's so full, I'm frightened of opening the door.
No way.
Plenty of room in the yard.
Oh, that's not it. You see, I'm storing Christmas crackers and they've got to be kept dry. You see, the damp ruins the bangers.
Oh, keeping your powder dry, eh?
Yeah, something like that. There must be somewhere. I've got it.
Where?
I'll give you a clue. Jack!
Yes, love? Oh, what is it now, Annie?
Never mind.
Why, what did you want?
Nothing, it doesn't matter.
Hey, Annie, love, you can be contrary at times.
Jack,
Yes,
where are you going?
What is it?
Do you think, love, that a Christmas tree in gilt would be too ostentatious?
In the snug, yes.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the Christmas cards we're going to have printed.
I don't see that we need any printed. I mean, there was no wrong with them we had last year.
No, love, but I mean, we have got a certain position to keep up in the community.
Well, what's that got to do with private cards?
It is expected of us, Jack. After all, I am the president of the Lady Victuallers.
Oh, it has leaked out. Hey, we're not having that on cards, are we?
No, certainly not. Whatever I may be, I am not pretentious.
No, love.
It's just that I felt that a robin on a snow-covered Yule log was, well, you know, just a little bit old-fashioned.
Oh, well, whatever you want, love.
Morning, all.
Hello, Dennis. Oh, come, you're a bit early, aren't you? It's 2 hours off opening time.
Mr. Walker?
Oh.
Mrs. Walker? How would you like a nice, big, free box of Christmas crackers with a novelty in every one?
Where from?
Oh, honestly, I've never met such a
Where's the
distrusting lot.
catch, eh?
I've never met such a distrusting lot in all my life. I've asked that question 4 times, and 4 times I've had the same answer.
But there is a catch in it, isn't there, Dennis?
Well, not really. I just want somewhere dry where I can store them, that's
Sorry,
all.
love, Fred, we can't help.
I thought perhaps the Select.
Well, it's not us, lad. It's the brewery. You see, we're not insured for out that's not theirs, and we don't take the risk.
Oh, I see.
What about Mr. Petty?
Well, I've tried him and the Barlers and me ma'am.
What about old Nick's?
Papagopoulos. I hadn't thought of him. Right, Tar.
Dennis?
Yes, Miss Walker.
If I were you, love, I would try a different technique without the free offer.
Yeah. Hello, Mrs. Minchley.
Oh, another early bird. We're not open yet, love.
No, I've not come supping. Can I have a word with you, Mrs. Walker?
Yes, of course, love. What is it?
Well, as you know, I was doing a bit of cleaning at the mission while Mrs. Sharples was away.
Yes?
Well, I thought, with it coming up to Christmas like, a few extra coppers would come in very useful.
Yes?
Well, I wondered, like, can you use any help? I'm very good at cleaning.
We already have a cleaner, my dear. Mrs. Ogden does all our work.
Yes, I know, but I thought you might need an extra hand.
Well, not at the moment. I'll certainly bear it in mind.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Not at all.
Sharp.
Oh, it's yours.
Oh, I've been looking for that everywhere. Where did you find it?
Middle of Rosamond Street, hanging on a railing.
Oh, thanks. One's not much good without the other. That
No.
saved me buying another pair. Would you like a cup of tea? I've just brewed.
Well, I wouldn't say no. I've been traipsing around this last half hour with that Minnie Colwell. I wouldn't care if she hasn't bought now.
Do you take milk and sugar?
Two will do. Structure of the Ottoman dynasty. I bet Netta Musket didn't write that.
That's my homework.
Oh, part of your evening classes, is it?
Yeah, there's a lot more to this sociology than I thought. I used to think it was just to do with socialism, but it's much broader than that.
No, I.
It's quite interesting, really, when you get into it. I'm just reading about the constitutional issues of the succession.
It'll teach you a lot about real life, I must say.
Oh, we do read other books.
Such as...
Well, there's the life and letters of Sir Patrick Geddes. He pioneered town planning. Then there's Socialism Over 60 Years. That's about a Yorkshire MP called Jowett.
You wouldn't have a book there about a chap named Tommy Corbett, would you?
Tommy Corbett? No, I don't think I've heard of him.
No, I don't suppose you would. Lived in Cobden Street. Him and his wife, Nellie, and 5 kids. All was spotless. You could have eaten a meal off their front doorstep.
What did he do?
He got his head split open with a policeman's truncheon outside the Labour Exchange, causing a disturbance, they said. There were about 200 of them when the police charged them. By gum, they hadn't much else to do anyway. There was no work and there was no food. Fellas do funny things when they've got no food in their belly. Any road. He was never the same chap after that. Couldn't string 2 words together. Daft Tommy, the kids called him.
Yes, I know. There were bad times.
No. You know naught about it. You've got to live those old things before you know anything about it. They sent a woman up to talk to us, some sort of sociologist or something. She gave us a lecture. Oh, very interesting. How to make a nourishing meal out of cod's heads. And when she'd finished, she wanted to know if we had any questions. I right upset her. I wanted to know who got the rest of the fish. And I was hungry, you see. It's understandable when you're 6 months on.
Was that your Vera?
As a matter of fact, it wasn't. It's a little lad, stillborn, baptised and buried same day. Had nourishment for 1, let alone 2.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, there's not many as do. And you won't read about it in books like them, neither.
How many crackers did you say there were?
A gross.
144 crackers.
144 boxes?
144?
Yeah, will you do it?
Well, Miss Newton has got some room in the stock room.
Oh, good, we'll use that, shall we? But I'll come round after the shop's closed. Now, you sure you got a key?
Yeah. I'd better go.
I don't want any coffee.
No, Misery will be moaning.
Oh, I thought you got on well with her.
She did before I went to work there. She's a right old fusspot. She's niggled because the mannequin show, it was a dead loss.
Oh.
And she's taking it out on me.
Oh, you poor love. She should have got me to organise it with my theatrical flair. I'd have made it go. A couple of you girls in them topless dresses would have made all the difference.
They're out of fashion. They never caught on.
Ah, but there's no harm in hoping, is there? They say fashion always comes back.
I'm going.
Right. Pete, come here. See you tonight. Now, you sure they're all right in that loft?
Yeah, they'll be all right. Don't worry.
I'm sorry, darling. You've definitely got a touch of the weeping pipes.
Oh, dear. Will you be able to mend it?
Not today, I can't. I'll send Jerry around first thing in the morning, though.
It won't flood us out, will it?
No, I'll put some sacking round it. But I wouldn't put any stock in there if I were you. It's so damp it'll rot your boots.
You all right?
Come on. Thank you.
Oh, dear. Oh.
Hey.
All that porridge for breakfast.
in training.
Training for what?
When these two start walking.
Oh, there's plenty of time for that.
Oh, it won't be long now. You see how Peter looks?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a footballer like our David, aren't you? Cheeky.
Oh, we've got lots to be thankful for, haven't we?
What?
Well, with them, they're healthy.
Yeah, well, so they should be. I mean, of course, so, you know, with all the vitamins and milk we push down them.
Well, that's what I mean. At least they have them.
I'm not with you, kid. What's the point you're trying to make?
Oh, nothing. It doesn't matter.
Come on.
I wonder what they'll be. I'd like them to be brainy.
Like me?
I want to have a good education. 11 plus grammar school, university, the lot.
You missed out eating.
I'm serious. I want them to have the best start anybody can ever get. So that Peter can get a good job and Susan can get a good husband.
Well, there's only one thing I want them to be, Val.
What?
Happy.
Well, that's what she said. She's after my job.
Oh, Mum, you've got a persecution complex.
I heard her. I was only a few feet away.
Right, well, why didn't you say something?
I was outside.
Oh, why? You mean you heard her accidentally on purpose with your ear pressed close to the door?
Well, of course I did. I'll think about it. That's what Mrs. Walker said. I tell you, she's after my job. There ought to be a law against it.
You don't half go on, you know. You're getting as bad as old Thunderguts.
Who?
Petty, the pride of the battalion. Come along, Emma, jump to it. Look sharp now, there's work to be done.
Shut up, he'll hear you.
I don't care if he does. Always been a right misery since Sandra started work.
Why, what's up?
Beans.
You what?
Yeah, never has a proper meal, you know. Just lives on baked beans. He's at Morton's and he's sold.
Never.
Yeah, why do you think they call him Thunderguts?
Oh, Emma.
Hello, Emma. Sharp now.
Right, Captain, it will be done.
Enough of that now. Get on with it. Did you want something, Mrs. Ogden?
Oh, well, actually, I was just going.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Ogden.
Afternoon, Mrs. Midgley. Miss Ogden will attend to you.
Well, I wanted to word with you, actually.
Oh, what is it?
Well,
Well, come along, speak up.
well, seeing as how your Sandra has left you,
Against my wishes, mind.
well, I thought you might be short-handed, you see. I wondered if you needed any part-time help.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Midgley, but at the moment we're up to full strength.
Oh,
I think Miss Ogden we can manage.
I did hope that with Christmas coming up, you might...
Yes, well, all right. I'll bear your application in mind, Mrs. Midgley.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Have you heard all you want to hear?
Hey, what are you doing?
What's the news if I'm doing?
Oh, I forgot what day it is.
What?
It's Wednesday.
Yes, I know.
Well, you used to go to night school. Aren't there any lessons tonight or something?
Oh, yes.
Well, you better get a move on, love. You're going to be late.
Oh, I'm just wondering whether to bother.
What do you mean?
Well, what good is it doing me learning about the Ottoman dynasty?
Oh, I don't understand this. You all for it yesterday. What's the matter? Why the sudden gloom?
I'm just wondering what I can learn about life from books. I mean, how can you really know what people felt like during the Depression just by reading about it?
Well, I can't think of any better way. What's got into you, love?
I learnt more about sociology in a few minutes today than I've learnt in all my lessons.
How?
Mrs. Sharples.
Oh, you've been shooting her mouth off, has she?
No, she just told me a few facts. Made me realise I was wasting my time.
And I suppose she told you how she struggled through the unemployment years.
Well, she's been through a lot.
Yeah, all right, love, but she's not the only one. So is Uncle Albert, my dad, and Minnie Corwell, a whole lot of others. It's all part of their lives as well, but they don't go around talking about it. She lives in the past, Zena Sharples.
And she made me think.
Well, she's just an interfering old bag, and you want to take half she says with a cup full of salt. She likes to hear her own voice. That's her trouble.
Oh, you're not being fair.
Fair? Zena Sharples doesn't know the meaning of the word. She's nothing but a hypocrite.
I don't see how you can say that.
Well, she goes round telling everybody how good she is and quoting out of the Bible, but in fact, she's less Christian than a lot of heathens.
What do you mean?
Well, in the first place, she's the biggest spreader of scandal I've ever known, and she just loves to see people in trouble, so don't take any notice of her.
You didn't hear her,
Look, all right, love, all right. If you want to give up night school, you give it up. That's up to you.
Oh, I suppose I might as well finish the course now I've started. I'll get my coat. Ken,
Yes, Val.
you're wrong about Mrs. Sharples, you know. Underneath, she's a very nice person.
And how long have you had it, Mrs. Sharple?
You know very well how long I've had it. A week, that's all. It's downright rubbish. Shoddy goods, that is.
Perhaps you've torn it in your washing machine.
Now, don't talk daft. I haven't got a washing machine. It was torn when I got it.
I'll have to send it back to head office.
Yes, well, when you do, what about that money you owe me for the mannequin parade?
Oh, I have mentioned it to Mr. Papagopoulos.
Not getting blood out of a stone. Well, if he doesn't send me something by this weekend, I'll go and see him myself.
Sandra?
Yeah?
Did you sell this apron to Mrs. Sharple's last week?
Yeah, why?
Well, there's a tear in it, and Mrs. Sharple says it was in when she got it.
Oh, yeah, I remember it now.
You mean it was torn?
Yeah. Well, I thought she'd think she'd done it herself.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's downright dishonest.
Well, we'd only have had it left on her hands.
Well, that's not the point. I'm very disappointed in you, Sandra. When you first started here, I thought you were going to be an asset, but I'm sorry to say you're not.
Just 'cause I sold an apron with a little tear in it.
It's not just that. You're very lax. You never brush the stock properly. You push everything away without folding it or putting it back in its cellophane wrapper. Unless you show a decided improvement, I shall have to report you to head office. Now, I'm just going out to get some change. I want you to start clearing out the loft.
What for?
Mr. Fairclough's coming in to do some work in there in the morning.
Oh. Oh, heck.
Is something the matter?
No, nothing's the matter.
Hello, Miss Nugent.
Did you want something, Dennis?
No, just a word with Sandra.
Hurry up, then.
It's all right.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, not exactly.
What's up?
There's been a snag.
Why?
Can't tell you now.
It's all right. I'm going now. But don't stay too long. She's got a lot of work to do.
Oh, hello. Not disturbing you, am I?
No.
You busy then?
Yes. Oh, anyway.
Oh, I told you I weren't going till weekend.
Oh, what you brought the case back for then?
Well, I don't need it now. I borrowed a little one off Charlie Moffat.
Well, I wish you'd borrowed it off him this morning before I got that down.
Well, I didn't know about it then, did I? You see, we only just got...
Yeah, all right,
talking about-
Uncle. Just leave it there then, will you?
Oh, all right. Valerie out?
Night school.
Oh, why? I forgot. Do you fancy a break?
What?
Do you fancy a quick one?
No, thanks, no.
Oh, well, shall I bring one back then?
No, look, I've got about a dozen more books to mark here. No, don't bring me one back. I don't want anything. Thank you.
Well, I'll get on then.
Yes.
Right. Ta-da.
I'm a nuisance. Uncle!
Come on, Stan, you can do it.
Don't encourage them, Jack. They're worse than children.
Hey, you gave it a bit flushed, Glenn.
Whatever will the brewery say if one of them has a heart attack?
Come on, Ena. Put your arm up against mine and push, and the loser buys the next round.
You are buying the next round.
But we haven't done it yet.
No, we're not going to do it. It's your turn. Go on.
That's a pint you owe me. Oh, my elbow slip.
To work with you. Hey, is it no good on telly tonight? It seems a bit thin in here.
The picture on. Is it talkie? Just about.
Not the African Queen, is it?
No.
Oh, thank goodness for that. Do you know I've been up and down that river with Catherine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart more times than I care to remember.
There's too many old pictures on telly.
You're quite right there, Stan.
There'll be another one on at Christmas. Ah, well, that's because this wasn't bad. You know, what was it? The Graf Spee. Graf Spee it was, yeah. German destroyer.
Battleship?
Eh? Oh, well, wherever it was. And it was true, too. They sunk it in river.
Oh, well, what were them 3 destroyers of ours?
Ajax, one of them.
Ah,
the Sussex.
No, Exeter.
You're wrong, mate.
I'm dead right, mate. The Sin bosun was on that. Ours.
Sin bosun?
The chaplain.
Chaplain? What does he know about it?
Hey, what's all the argument?
Talking about the Graf Spee, Albert.
Oh, why, that one we scuttled that during war.
What were the names of our ships that followed it?
That were the Ajax.
I know that.
And it was battle at River Plate.
Wasn't one of them the Sussex?
Yes, I think it were.
There you are.
Exeter.
No, hold on a minute. It might have been the Exeter.
Hey, but you said the Sussex just now.
Oh, well, I'm not so sure now.
Hello, I could have 10 cigarettes.
Here's the fella who knows. Ken, we're having an argument.
Sorry, I've no time for arguing, just a few.
This will only take a minute.
Give him a drink, Jack. While
Thank you very much. No, I can't stop.
Listen, what do you know about the Graf Spee?
Hey, that wasn't one of our ships, the Exeter.
That's
was it?
River Plate.
It was the Sussex, wasn't it?